Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits the Motorcast. This is your host, Dave. I got an online special guest back on the air with me for the second time, Joey Haas with the Nimrod blow knockoff funny car. How's it going, Joey?
Good, how are you?
So, Joey, congratulations on your Reaction Time Award over the weekend.
Thank you. Good Vibrations puts up some money for that, and I'm fortunate enough that the car reacts good, and Good Vibrations puts up some money for it, so 002 was good enough to do it. Last year I went, I think, 005 and then got beat out by somebody, so I guess it was redemption.
Yeah, of course, Chris Mozzarella won the whole thing again. This 2 years in a row now.
Yep, he's got a heck of a car, and it's dialed in.
So you want to talk about the Good Vibrations Funny Car Nationals? Want to cover that the event?
Yeah, they covered it. Good Vibrations last year they started doing that, and which I'm glad, it gives us a place to race, and it's a good company, and I think they plan on doing it again next year, and they bring 2 cars from California all the way to Pittsburgh just to race, so it's kind of a win-win for everybody, and it's a good event. I think we had 27 cars or something there, and it all went smooth.
So you got anything else to add about the event? Nothing?
No, that's pretty much about it.
So now let's talk about Funny Car Chaos.
Yeah, that's coming up. I think that pretty much speaks for itself. It's going to be huge. I think there's 23 on the run order. Chris Graves, man, he's knocked it out of the park really for all of them all year. And he kind of came to me this spring wondering where we could have it somewhere around here. And so we put our finger on Havana. It's a good surface. A lot of shutdown. So I think the cars are going to show up. Hopefully people-wise shows up, supports the event. It's a good place for all the cars to race. And we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be maybe one of the stoutest fields he's had yet. A and a B field, 8 cars in each. So there's going to be some people going home early, I guess. But we're going to do what we can to, run 460s or better. Hopefully 450s, maybe 440s, and put it deep in the show.
Now you got so far we got 11 nitro cars on there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a stout show. I think it's going to definitely turn some heads, and hopefully we can pack the place. And glad to see McIntyre and John Hale and Nancy Matter and all those guys coming. Billy D is supposed to bring his car from the East Coast, so we'll see how that goes. And the old poverty-stricken car is going to show up, and it's gonna be good.
And of course, you got that match race with Jordan Ballou.
Yep, that's going to be good. He's 26 and I'm 26. He turns 27 August 4th, and I turn 27 July 30th. So we're real close right there. I'm glad we can just get beside each other, and two of the youngest guys really doing the whole nostalgia funny car thing, being able to stick together and showing the newer people what it's all about. It's kind of our generation that we got to carry on. So it'll be fun. He's got a good car and one of the best looking nostalgia cars out there. Nova just looks good. So we'll put a Mustang beside a Nova and see what happens.
Yeah, that Ballou Thunder is a beautiful car, and I love watching him on the videos. You see him doing all those dry hops, all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll both be doing dry hops beside each other and long burnouts, just like it should be.
Yeah, so Chris Graves started Funny Car Chaos last year with 1 event, to this year with 4 events.
Yeah, he's made something out of it, and I'm glad that somebody out there is kind of taking a leap, and stood on the edge of their comfort zone, maybe even more than on the edge, and has gave us a place to race. We've had the DRO, and that's went away, and we had the Good Guys event before that, and NPCA 650 index stuff, and that went away from the nitro cars, and it gave us a place to race, keeping it 8th mile, kind of keeps the competition close, and it's a good deal. I'm glad he's doing it. Maybe next year, I don't know what his plans are. I don't know if he wants to have more than 4 or stick with 4 or move the locations around or just see how it goes, but it's going to grow, I'm sure.
Now, for you, how far is Central Illinois Dragway for you to travel?
About 2.5 hours, kind of northwest. I've raced there quite a bit in the last couple of years. Like I said, it's a good surface. The surface is flat, a lot of shutdown, so I think these nitro cars will be able to turn them loose.
Now, for you, you prefer quarter mile or eighth mile?
I don't know. I mean, quarter mile's fine because you get the whole experience, but I like eighth mile racing because I like the small tracks, and pretty much with my car after the eighth mile, it kind of settles out. The fuel cars, they definitely still pull pretty hard, but I like eighth mile.
Yeah, I had Mike McIntyre on the air last night. He was saying he's hoping he could shut that car off, right? You know, driving eighth mile instead of quarter mile.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have a problem. I think that track record at Havana is 366, so I know some people got after it pretty good, and McIntyre's car runs good in Hale, and everybody on the run order, there's definitely no cars to take for granted. They know how to run them, so I'm sure it's going to be fun.
Yeah, then you won't have the guy that's been dominating this year. Ken Singleton won't be there. So.
Who's that?
Ken Singleton, the one that's been dominating the first two funny cars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chris said, man, I gave you opportunity this year. I hope you show up. That's a good alcohol car. I mean, an alcohol car that goes good on the tree and can run good, consistent, can definitely clear the field. So, who knows? He might tell nobody he's going to show up, and he might show up. I don't know, but I don't know him personally, but he's definitely got a car that's a contender.
Yeah, when I had him on air like a month or two ago, he said unfortunately he already had something planned out for the Funny Car Chaos weekend, and the weekend they're being at Central Illinois Dragway, he already had something planned out, so he won't be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good field, but every car you could get there, the better. It's the weekends in summer are so busy, conflicting schedules normally happen.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see him out there though. So, see if he could go through all four Funny Car Chaos is undefeated because he hasn't lost yet.
Yep, the sweep would be cool.
Yeah, he's 4-0 so far. So, but he'll be at the last one up in Texas though.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be there.
Yeah, the thing is, he just scrambled to get that funny car body on his fuel alter too. Like right before the first Funny Car Chaos, he scrambled to get that. The beautiful body though, that Funny Car body he's got on there.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it in person. Like I said, I don't know him, but it obviously runs good. It looks good, so he'll have good luck with it.
And who else we got? We got guys like Robert Slaughter is gonna be the raid.
Yep, I don't know him either, but I know he's here in the Midwest.
Well, he just ran with you guys at the Funny Car Nationals.
Okay, he was in the he was in the other car.
Yeah, Smokey Bear.
Yep, and then they've got he was driving. Wasn't he driving two cars or something at Funny Car Chaos? Different one.
I'm not sure on that one.
I'm not sure either. I don't know him personally either.
Yeah, but I was watching the video footage though. It was awesome to watch. You got all those guys from everywhere at Funny Car Chaos. I mean, Funny Car Nationals. You had guys from East Coast, everywhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's guys from New York and Jersey and California and a few of us from Illinois. And yeah, it was people made the haul for sure.
So how was the crowd turnout? Pretty good.
Do what?
How was the crowd turnout for the event? Was it pretty good? Packed?
Yeah, it was good. Everybody ran well and everything. Yeah. And then like we just said, though, the next event will be the Funny Car Chaos. Yep, 2 weeks, July 27th and 28th. Well, not even 2 weeks, week and a half, 10 days probably.
Yep. So if anyone lives out towards Central Illinois and you love funny cars, that's the event to go to.
Yep. Everybody needs to be at that one if you live in the Midwest because it's a huge, huge deal for the Midwest here. we just had that Funny Car Chaos or Funny Car Nationals in Pennsylvania, and, had over 25 cars and over 20 cars on the sheet for Funny Car Chaos, and it's definitely growing. It's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, it's only $20 general admission.
Yep, $20. I think Chris has got it 12 and under free, $5 off for military discounts. So I don't know where else you can go for $20 to get a show like that.
And I don't think they're done adding cars. I've got a feeling that more cars are gonna be added before the event.
There's a lot.
Yeah, just like Mike McIntyre just got added. I think more and more guys are going to be added on before the event actually happens.
Yeah, Poldy's going to be there with Nancy Matter's car. He tunes that, and Keith Jackson will be there from Colorado. There's quite a few guys pre-entered before, they really even hit. So we knew we would have a collection at least to fill a field. So we figured we'd see what happens.
If the Detroit Tigers go in that event?
Yep, Stanosik, yep, he will be there. He runs low fours, 4.0s, 14s, and that's very good for an alcohol car. And then that Corvette, he'll be there. George, that car, again, it runs 14s like it's nothing and can go deadly on the tree, so I'm sure they'll hold their own.
Oh, you talking about Excalibur?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a fast car.
Yep.
Yeah, there's so many funny cars on there that I can't even think of them all right now.
Yeah, there's Baz Young will be there with his nitro car, and he just loves burning nitro wherever it is. He don't care, and he just wants to go.
And you got is Nitro Clown going to be at that one?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't know those guys well, but I don't think they will be there. Bill D will be
there. Isn't Clay Cunningham's running, right?
Who is it?
Clay Cunningham with the alcohol funny car.
I don't think I know him either.
Yeah, still crazy too.
I've seen the pictures on Facebook of the other Chaoses. I don't know if he's on the run sheet or not.
Yeah, I believe he will be there.
Yeah, there's a lot of these guys that I don't know, but this event's definitely brought some people putting some cars together and got people interested.
Well, after this event, you'll know all these guys probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be an awesome time, man.
Yeah, if anybody's bored sitting around or needs plans or wants to go to an awesome race, this is definitely going to be one to attend.
Then you got a big sponsor for the Funny Car Chaos, the Red Line Shirt Club.
Yep, those guys are helping. DJ Safety's involved. One of the friends that lives here local, Pete Dove, he's put up some money. I think the backup girl competition is up to like $550 or something crazy. So it's going to be a big deal all around. I think there's some longest haul tool buddies, some bounty on the track record ET. There's outside looking in. I think number 17 qualifier gets something. There's a lot to go around, from the support from a lot of people.
And of course, you got John Hale as a sponsor too. Besides racing the event, he's got the Texas barbecue sauce sponsor.
Oh yeah. If you don't have any of that at your house, you need to get some.
Yeah. Isn't there a burnout contest too?
Yeah. I'm sure there's a burnout contest. I don't know how much money's up for it, but everybody'd be doing good burnouts, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's just like the event you just did with the Funny Car Nationals. A lot of long, smoky burnouts, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it's all about. You got to entertain the crowd, and the crowd's there to see some action, so some burnouts and some dry hops. Everybody likes it.
Bring back the old days, Joey.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to. Me and George, I'm sure we'll get beside each other. Try to relive it as much as possible.
You go watch the big show cars, you can't see no long, smoky burnouts.
No, they keep them short.
They're blaming it on the tires.
Yeah, there's some difference in compounds and stuff, but if they stretch them out a little bit, I think they'd get some smoke out of them.
Oh yeah. So now, when's the next event for the Lawson team?
10th and 11th at Martin, Michigan for the Northern Nationals. That's a huge show. I think they got 6 top fuel cars on it, like 4 or 5 jets total, a bunch of funny cars. I'm sure some drag bikes, probably some pro mods. It's going to be crazy. We went up there last year and the place was just packed.
Well, that looked crazy. The last event that you were at before the Funny Car National, where the fuel altered accident.
Yeah, that was in Eddyville with the War Wagon and psychotherapy. It's a bad deal between the two. They just got tangled up at the finish line, but I guess it's kind of part of what we do, but it just sucks to see happen. I think both teams are going to rebuild, and both drivers are all right. Aaron from the psychotherapy got a little banged up. I think he'll be okay, and it sucks to have to load a crash car in the trailer at night. We were the next pair to go, and I seen it all happen from the water box, but luckily everybody was all right.
Yeah. The cars can be replaced, but the person can't be replaced.
Yep, you're right.
And it's always so hard when we lose someone in the drag racing family.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
So now, what other events you have besides Funny Car Chaos?
I'll be doing the Fuel Internationals again, middle of August, and then we've got the World Series with Lawson's cars, and we'll be back at Michigan again in September, and I think that kind of wraps the year out. I don't know exactly what our schedule is with Jim Young and that Top Fuel dragster. I don't know if we're going to go to Tulsa. I'm sure we'll work a few out in there with that car, so it'll be a busy year.
Now, are you going to be doing any crewing with Jim Young this year?
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know if we're going to go to Tulsa. Sometimes, last year we went to Tulsa. We do a match race at Great Lakes in September. I don't know if we're on for that one or not. He stays pretty busy, but every chance that car goes out, I normally go with it. So I'm sure something will happen before the end of the year.
Sounds good, Joey. You have anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, not a lot. If anybody's around just to support that Funny Car Chaos race into the month here, it's coming up short, about 10 days, and it'll be big if we show the support. I think it'll grow.
I think it'll have a good turnout.
Oh yeah, I hope it's a record crowd for Havana, and hopefully it's there to stay and it'll grow and it'll get exposure it needs. Hopefully next year it'll just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I know that the last event they had, the Funny Car Chaos in Texas, the crowd was just they were so responsive to all the car when they were coming back up the road. They were like standing ovation, everything.
Oh yeah, that's why we do it. Like I said, I like running those 8-mile tracks just because you get that home base crowd, and kind of like Cordova. It's quarter mile, but man, you get the people that enjoy it. That's why we're there.
Yeah. But they said some of the drivers said they had never seen a crowd so appreciative when they're coming back down the return road.
Yeah, when you get these many cars together, boy, it's a show.
Yep. So people, make sure you get out to Funny Car Chaos. 27th and 28th, right, Joey?
Yep, July. It's gonna be big.
It's Central Illinois Dragway in Havana, Illinois. So, I think we covered everything, Joey.
All right, man, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good evening.
You too. Bye.